in the university. Even in the Congress and their students wing has also come up and protest against it. But to, this issue specifically and always focusing on Kerala University, and between the governor and the government, it is always continuing. And but technically the case is at the High Court. And but technically speaking, this we have to say that the syndicate has the right to appoint. Back to you.
Absolutely, Alex. Kindly stay with us. Let's also listen in to former Union Minister Muralidharan speaking to News9 exclusively.
The discussion entire started, I understand, is suspension of the registrar. What was the grounds on which the suspension, the registrar was suspended? He insulted the governor. Because when the governor was on the stage for a private program, not a university program, University Senate Hall was given on rent to a private organization. That organization has every right to do whatever they have within the rules of the university, whatever the rules are there for giving it on rent. So, register says that a religious symbol was used. I don't know what is the religious symbol used. The High Court asked him, what is the religious symbol used in that function? He doesn't reply. So there itself he has lost the case. So he got suspended. And against his suspension, the criminal elements of the Communist Party, they come and agitate. And then the university employees get into that. The registrar who is suspended, he comes to the office and occupies the occupies the office forcibly. And it becomes a sort of a lawless situation. This is the issue. Now, if you bring some event where in Raj Bhavan, governor had the photo of Bharat Mata and Congress as opposition, Congress says that Raj Bhavan and governors are politicizing. I feel amused. Because Congress, who has been misusing the Raj Bhavan last 50 years, they are now saying that the governors should not indulge in politics. Congress governors were being used to install and dislodge the government. And those people are preaching us.
Well, that was former Union Minister V. Muralidharan saying that these are political tactics on the part of the left government, but clearly as far as the left in Kerala is concerned, they categorically believe that there is no need to try and put the photographs of Bharat Mata's picture not only inside the Raj Bhavan but also in the university. They feel that there is no monopoly over Bharat Mata, that the BJP cannot really appropriate that. Alex, if that be the case, then these visuals that we are playing on our screens right now, the protest seems to be far from over. This protest will not die down anytime soon. Is there a process or a channel of dialogue that has been established with the protesting student bodies and the government to ensure that this sort of a mayhem that is playing out, that can be put to rest?
I don't think anytime soon this protest will end. Like, the SFI during the time of Khan also, they continued their protest, blocking his way and, protesting out of way, especially, blocking his way, a lot of issues were happened, and now, speaking to this issue specifically, KS Anil Kumar was suspended because he being a part of the SFI protest during that private event. He came in and said that a private this is a private function, but he said a religious symbol is not supposed to be portrayed at the Kerala University Senate Hall. But it is a rent. A private party has rented the hall for their private event. Then there is no role for the registrar to come in and protest with SFI. That is the reason why he was suspended. The several registrar and several other officials from the universities being in support with SFI and the government supporting, today's, as we speak, today's security breach. All this, considering all these factors, SFI will continue to make an issue out of this until the issue has been sorted, regarding the intervention of the governor in academic matters. But technically speaking, he is the chancellor of the universities and he will continue to interfere for sure. And as we know, still the bills from the Kerala Assembly regarding revoking governor from the chancellor position is still under the custody of governor. And this is a very complex technical issues going on. Anyways, SFI will continue to protest. That's what they said, and we are expecting the more protests and such issues in the coming days.
Absolutely, Alex, and we are going to be keeping a close watch on all the developments taking place in the story, and we shall come back to you for more on it. But thank you for now. Let's also listen in to a conversation or a reaction that has come in from Congress MLA Ramesh Chenithala on this entire matter, where Congress is also taking a political position.
केरला में पिछले 10 साल से हमारे सारे यूनिवर्सिटीज पूरी तरह फेल हो चुके हैं। सरकार और गवर्नर इन दोनों में जो झगड़ा चल रहे हैं उसके वजह से हमारे एग्जाम ठीक टाइम पे नहीं हो रहे, सर्टिफिकेट नहीं मिल रहे हैं, यूनिवर्सिटी का क्षमता खत्म हो गया है, यूनिवर्सिटी का जो प्रभाव है वो भी खत्म हो चुका है, क्रेडिबिलिटी खत्म हो चुकी है। हजारों की तादाद में लोग बाहर जा रहे हैं, स्टूडेंट्स विदेश में जा करके यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ रहे हैं। केरला में अभी बुजुर्ग ज्यादा है, यंगस्टर्स बहुत कम है, क्योंकि लोग सब बाहर जा रहे हैं। 10 साल के मार्क्सवादी कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी की देन है ये, इनकी सरकार की देन यही है।
All right, now we are moving on to some other stories that we are tracking, is where a shocking case of custodial torture and death has emerged from Tamil Nadu. 28-year-old Ajit Kumar, a temple guard from Shivaganga, was tortured and killed in the police custody, and the Madras High Court today said that, citing the findings from the Sessions Court judge, the court has now directed the CBI to take over the investigation and begin its probe within a week. The agency must submit its report by 28 August. Ajit was picked up by police last month after being accused of stealing jewellery from a woman named Nikita, who claimed her ornaments went missing after Ajit parked her car. There are reports she is linked to a senior bureaucrat, a claim that the police have denied. But what followed was chilling. Ajit's family was informed of his death just hours after he was taken into custody. An autopsy revealed severe injuries on his head, arms, knees, feet and buttocks. The medical report also cited cerebral congestion, a condition associated with traumatic brain injury. 5 policemen have been arrested for the illegal and fatal assault. 2 senior officers, including the district police chief, have been suspended. The High Court now has raised some serious concerns about the evidence tampering, especially over Ajit's body being moved between stations. And this case has sparked political outrage, with the DMK government now facing the same questions it once raised during the infamous Suthankulam custodial deaths under the AIA-DMK. As Tamil Nadu prepares for election next year, the spotlight is firmly back on police brutality and systematic reform that is in the urgent need as far as law enforcement is concerned. My colleague Thoya Jakshi is joining me right now to get us more details. Thoya Jakshi, take us through what exactly is the High Court's observation today. The CBI, I believe, has been tasked to probe the entire matter pertaining to Ajit's custodial killing.
Well, yes, Samya, the 28-year-old the temple guard Ajit Kumar from Tamil Nadu, Shivaganga district, was accused of stealing women's jewelry, was tortured and killed in the police custody. Now that the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court said today afternoon, based on the session, the court's judgment report, it says that the High Court, which last week flagged that the possible destruction of some evidence, directed the CBI's investigation, assigned the case last week by the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, after speaking to his family, where he has now to ensure a fair inquiry to appoint a team, to begin this probe within a week and to submit the report on August 20th. That is the latest that's coming in over here, and also that the High Court, has earlier raised multiple, red flags, I can tell you, about the police handling of the case, including why Ajit's body was moved from one police station to another. Now, the CBI, meanwhile, will also investigate the complaint which was filed by women, Nitika, who had accused Ajit for stealing her jewelry. And she had claimed that the jewelry had been stolen from her car after she asked him to park it. Now, not that's the latest that where it's coming. Thereafter, reports, she is acquired that with a bureaucrat at a point where now that after her complaint was filed at the local police station, the police grabbed Ajit Kumar and started questioning him. Tragically, after a few hours, the family was informed that his death. 5 cops accused for the illegal and fatal assault, which has been arrested. Now that 5 police have been arrested, now the court has asked the CBI to submit all the reports, which is relating to this case on August 20th, and this case will be taken up again at the Madurai bench of Madras High Court on August 20th, Samya.
Well, Thuyajakshi, today what Madras High Court has said is very important, where they have accepted that Ajit Kumar was killed in the custody itself, and the findings of the ongoing investigation could probably come down heavily on other police officers also, because there can be further implication of these police officers. Take us through what exactly is the findings of the Madras High Court.
Yes, Samya. Now that as soon as this, as soon as the incident happened, incident occurred in Shivaganga in Tiruppuvanam, in Shivaganga's district, where 5 police who were involved in this case were being suspended, and later they were being arrested by the Tamil Nadu police. And now that SP of Tiruppuvanam, Ashish Rawat was also suspended, and he's still under compulsory wait. And also Madurai SP and Ramanathapuram SP, these are also suspended, because there are sources that's coming in over here with that even those SPs, who is having an involvement in this case, because out of nowhere, just because Nitika filed a complaint at Tiruppuvanam police station stating that she lost her gold jewelry, and she suspected Ajit Kumar. Meanwhile, they took him from the spot, and after the investigation they brought him back again. Next day they took him behind the temple premises, they assaulted him, and they brutally beat him to death. So now that there's all a connection that's going on, and now that the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister had transfer this case to CBI, now that the CBI is doing a fair investigation in this matter. Samya.
Absolutely, Thuyajakshi. Thank you for getting us all those details. We shall leave it at that for the moment. Now, amid a growing unpredictable global security landscape, India is stepping up its firepower. India is now set to test its fully indigenous mobile artillery system, capable of operating from Rajasthan's scorching deserts to the icy heights of Siachen. The ATACMS, the Advanced Towed Artillery Gun System, is designed by DRDO and Bharat Forge. The project, which was sanctioned back in 2012, aims to deliver high-range, unmatched accuracy and rapid-fire capabilities, all built to withstand any terrain in any weather. ATAC can fire 5 rounds in 60 seconds in burst mode and 10 shells in 2.5 minutes, enabling it to overwhelm enemy positions quickly, crucial during any combat situation. In a major boost to connectivity in the northeast, the Kaladan multimodal transit transport project will be fully operational by 2027, says the Union Shipping Minister Sarbananda Sonowal. The project, which aims to cut the distance between Aizwal and Kolkata by 700 km, is a crucial project as it provides a strategic alternative to the narrow Chicken Neck corridor, helping to bypass Bangladesh. The project is part of the India-Myanmar Friendship Treaty, and the minister called it a game changer, saying, under Prime Minister's leadership, the Northeast isn't on the sidelines anymore. It's central to India's development agenda. In a major milestone, India has entered the top 100 countries on the UN Sustainable Development Goals Index 2025, climbing to the 99th spot out of 167 nations. And not just that, but India is now among the top 5 fastest improving G20 countries, showing a 7.6 point jump between 2015 and 2024, matching Indonesia. But despite the gains, major challenges remain. The report flags concerns in areas such as zero hunger, gender equality, climate action, and health, where progress is either stagnating or declining. The report suggests that India needs to accelerate efforts to meet its 2030 goal. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of the broadcast. Lots more lined up. Stay tuned and keep watching News9.
This is India's #1 news network, and you're watching News9, English news as it should be.
मेरा नया कुकी होल्डर कप एक तेरे लिए मंगाऊं? नहीं। मेरा नया क्लाइमेट कंट्रोल, मेरे नए म्यूजिक गॉगल्स मंगाओ क्या? मेरा नया रेन प्रोटेक्टर।
मेरी नई गाड़ी,
नाइस।
कप होल्डर है, कुकी भी रख सकते हैं, क्लाइमेट कंट्रोल है, म्यूजिक भी।
सेविंग्स की विद्या तो खुद से सीखे।
कुछ बड़ा बनाना है तो पहले बचाओ। फेडरल बैंक से रिश्ता बनाओ।
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया।
A deep dive into what matters to you the most. Angles you won't find anywhere else. News that impacts your life.
This is India's #1 news network, and you're watching News9, English news as it should be.
You're watching News9. I am Krishna Kumar, and high drama is unfolding in Mira Road in Mumbai as several workers of Raj Thakre's Maharashtra Navnirman Sena, or MNS, are holding a massive protest over the language row. Visuals on the screens of MNS supporters dragged away by the police, getting into an altercation with the police. The MNS workers took to the streets in response to the recent outrage over the Slapgate incident, where one of their members was caught on camera assaulting a food stall owner for not speaking Marathi. BJP MP Nishikant Dube's controversial statement daring the Thakres has fueled further outrage among the MNS party workers. These latest dramatic visuals show police detaining the protesters and bundling them into vans. Authorities said that today's march had no official permission. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has taken a firm stand over the matter, saying that there is no objection to protests being held in Mira Road, but that the government will not allow hoodlums to run amok. Traffic movement has been brought to a standstill in the busy Mira Road area of Mumbai.
Several MNS workers questioned why traders were allowed to protest against the Slapgate incident, but their counter protest was prohibited. Many of them reiterated that whoever lives in Maharashtra must learn Marathi and threatened that those who don't will face consequences, quote unquote. High drama unfolding in the Mira Road suburb of Mumbai as Raj Thakre's Maharashtra Navnirman Sena MNS workers held a massive protest. Bear in mind, these protests, authorities say, were not given permission, and MNS is questioning why their protests were not given permission. Because the protest began over the Slapgate incident where one MNS worker was seen on camera assaulting a food stall owner for not speaking Marathi. While traders protested that incident on behalf of the food stall owner who was assaulted, MNS workers who are holding counter protests were not given permission, and yet they went ahead with this protest march, during which they got into a scuffle with the police, and the police detained several MNS workers. The state government has taken cognizance of the matter. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Fadnavis taking a firm stand, saying that protests are okay, no objection to those protests being held, but violence and hoodlums running amok will not be tolerated. And now we have our correspondent Jaiprakash Singh joining us live from where these protests are being held, at Mira Road in Mumbai. Jaiprakash ji, बताइए अभी स्थिति क्या है मीरा रोड में? Jaiprakash. Right, we're just trying to get our correspondent Jaiprakash Singh, who is there in the middle of these protests, who's getting us the latest update from there. And these are live latest visuals coming to you from Mira Road suburb of Mumbai, where MNS workers have staged a massive protest march. Traffic movement has been severely disrupted in the area. MNS workers questioning why traders were allowed to go on protest against the Slapgate incident, but they were not allowed for their counter protest. Many of them reiterating that whoever lives in Maharashtra must learn Marathi, and in fact going even further to threaten that those who don't learn Marathi will face consequences. Protests erupting over the language row in Maharashtra. MNS workers taken to the streets in response to the recent outrage over the Slapgate incident.
Ma Marathisa, Ma Mumbaisa, Ma Mira Bhaindarcha, आणि Ma Maharashtraचा. छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराज की जय भवानी. आपण सगळे आजचं जे आंदोलन आहे ते आता आज आपण इथे थांबवूया. आपल्याला जे आवश्यक होतं, आज पोलिसांनी दबाव टाकल्याच्या नंतरही आपण सगळेजण एवढ्या मोठ्या संख्येने इथे आलात. हा मेसेज अख्ख्या महाराष्ट्रात दिला. जिथे कुठे असा दबाव टाकण्यात येईल तिथे असाच मराठी माणूस पुन्हा रस्त्यावर येईल हे त्यांना सगळ्यांना कळलं. आता आज हे मीरा रोड आहे. आता हे जर ठाण्यात घडलं असतं तर तुम्ही विचार करा काय घडलं असतं. तुम्हाला मराठी माणसाच्या नादाला कोणी लागेल त्यांनी लक्षात ठेवा, आम्ही आता एकत्र होणार. जेवढं वेगळं व्हायचं तेवढं झालं. आता याच्या पुढे मराठीसाठी आम्ही एकत्र आहोत. आपण सगळे एकत्र राहू. सर्व राजकीय पक्ष, सर्व संस्था.
Mankar, political analyst, now joining us on the broadcast. Jayant Mankar, thank you so much for being with us here on News9. Talk to us. The Thakres are uniting, and it looks like the language row is back in full force in Maharashtra.
Yeah, BMC elections, against the backdrop of BMC elections, I think both parties want to take the benefit. Already their reunion has created a wave, and now they are trying to encash the same thing, because BMC elections are expected with another 27 municipal corporations, which will obviously benefit them. And particularly the statements of Nishikant Dubey. I mean, now these people are targeting more. I don't think they are targeting. They are particularly targeting that BJP MP who threatened and a full-term BJP MP from Jharkhand, and they are targeting that. Though I mean, there are BJP leaders in Maharashtra also. They said this is not true, वगैरह. But they are trying to nail him, and this particularly is to encash at the BMC elections, which are around the corner.
Okay, so you think that all of this is just a ploy to win the BMC elections and nothing more and nothing less?
You see, Krishna, more than 40% of Mumbai's population is Marathi-speaking people. And the imposition of Hindi from the first standard, the statements like tum yahan aao, hum tumko dikha denge and all that, has obviously helped in uprising the emotions of Marathi people. 40% of nearly 1.5 crore BMC population is Marathi. Obviously a sizable, because others are divided. The sizable pocket population is 40% is obviously Maharashtrian. And then these two warring brothers, they fought each other for 20 years, but they are now together again for their basic thing. That is for which their uncle or father started party, that is Marathi. For that even they are together. Obviously, emotionally, Marathi people are bound to come together. There is a stiff opposition for imposing, though it was withdrawn, Hindi from the first standard. All these two things are culminating together, and in fuel are the statements of Nishikant Dubey and others. No one is ready to stop. And the two warring brothers who are now united are obviously it is obvious that they will take the political benefit of that.
There's political benefit to be had for both the Thakre brothers. Jayant Mankar, my point here is that you have the Chief Minister of the state, Devendra Fadnavis, saying that there is nothing wrong with protesting, but they cannot be escalated into violence. So the BJP also taking, the government of Maharashtra also taking a firm stand, saying the fact that they're not essentially anti-Marathi or anything, and the entire policy can be reconsidered and redone. But this kind of escalating those protests into violence is something that won't be tolerated.
If Devendra Fadnavis, the Home Minister, is so serious, he should immediately take action against the violence, against the slapping from the bank manager to any shopkeeper, to whosoever is being asked to speak in Hindi. Why on these points action has not been taken? When obviously slapping is violence, if slapping is trespassing, why action has not been taken? Why mere FIRs has been registered? Why no one is arrested? These things are happening. Are you trying to, is the chief minister trying to divide MNS and Shiva Sena, realizing their strength? Because he is already hobnobbing with, he had already hobnobbed with Raj Thackeray. There are still attempts to divide the two brothers, because united brothers can have more power if at one stage, if there is a crime, take action. I don't understand with the incidents at Gulia, with the incident at Lonavala, the bank, or the most discussed incident that Meera Bhinder, against the backdrop of these incidents, will government say how many people are being booked, how many are being arrested? Can it come out when there is a slapping incident? Why not? Is government in a way trying to protect them? Is it slapping is allowed? So, Devendra Fadnavis, the Home Minister, the Chief Minister, needs to clarify and answer these questions. Slapping is a crime and it should be punished. Why no action has been taken?
Okay. The other question is that, you say that the whole of Maharashtra, Marathi people, it's an emotive issue, but you're talking about a party like MNS, which hasn't made much of a dent when, in terms of electoral politics at least.
Here are two parties. One party is, its forte is at stake, that is Shiva Sena. They were in a virtual after the Shinde exit and all that, worried that their seat will be taken away from them, whereas another party, the LNS, was virtually in a position whether it will politically survive or not. Because twice they were very good. Against this backdrop, one wants to protect its seat and that is VNC.
Right. For all those just tuning into this broadcast, a massive counter-protest by workers of the Maharashtra Navnirman Sena or MNS of Raj Thackeray. Visuals on your screens are the latest coming to you from the Meera Road suburb of Mumbai, where a massive protest march was taken out by MNS workers. And that eventually led to the police detaining many of those MNS workers. As you can see, scuffles breaking out and eventually the police taking into custody hordes of MNS workers. The MNS workers taken to the streets in response to the recent outrage over the Slapgate incident, where one of their members was caught on camera assaulting a food stall owner for not speaking Marathi. We have Rennie Abraham, senior journalist, joining us live from Mumbai as well. Rennie Abraham, all of this, many would look at it and go, okay, there is a BMC elections that's coming up and that's why we're seeing what we're seeing. Your take?
You're right, Krishna. I had in fact said this on TV9 live a couple of days ago, when the two brothers came together, that UBT Sena chief Uddhav Thackeray had used that meeting when he and his brother were aligning together to effectively launch the political campaign for the BMC elections. And as we see things playing out, that has only been reiterated, because while Raj Thackeray was a little more reserved in his conversation and restricted himself to only the issue of Marathi and the Marathi Manus, Uddhav Thackeray had launched a tirade against even Prime Minister Narendra Modi at that alignment meeting with the MNS chief Raj Thackeray. So it became very apparent that they were playing for the BMC stakes, and the BMC, as we all know, is the richest civic corporation in the country, and the basic raison d'etre for the Shiv Sena party has always been Mumbai and Thane cities. So that is why it's a very high stakes game, and Uddhav Thackeray feels that with Raj Thackeray in alliance with him, the Marathi votes would not get discounted any further. He would get the benefit of that, as also his alliance with the India bloc would accrue him the Congress votes, being predominantly the Muslim minority votes as well as the Dalit votes. So he's sitting pretty thinking that's going to work for him. Having said that, Krishna, allow me to just elucidate a bit more on the fact that the voter base in Mumbai has seen a huge change. You've seen the Marathi Manu slowly being edged out of the city limits on the north to Borivali on the western suburbs and beyond Thane on the central suburbs. So we've seen a lot of central Mumbai district of Lower Parel, Lalbagh getting redeveloped and, with huge high-rises coming in. So the Marathi vote bank itself has undergone a change. So how this works out to the interest of the UBT, Sena and MNS combined, while Uddhav Thackeray is aligned with the India bloc. Although we already hearing sounds of complaints from the Congress regarding the MNS association with Shiv Sena, of which they're not very happy about.
Okay, Jayant Mankar is also with us. Jayant Mankar, talk to us. How do you see the political landscape of Maharashtra changing from here on?
I will not say much change, but particularly for BMC, it is already tilted in favor of Marathi Manus, or what is that, Marathi Asmita, which is obviously currently taken over by Sena and MNS, equally supported by leftists and even NCP. Barring Congress is already unhappy with MNS incidents and all that is true. Barring Congress is keeping one step behind, just forging or going with Shiv Sena, particularly when MNS is there. But all eyes are on that BMC's budget of 75,000 crore, and so Uddhav Thackeray has to virtually do a balancing act between MNS and Congress. What he will choose, if he will go with Congress and leaving MNS, that will take away obviously some percentage of Marathi votes, and obviously it will give a benefit to BJP. And if he goes with MNS, though in BMC it will help, but Congress may have to rethink. So he has to convince Congress also what politics is going on in 2025 may not continue in 2029. Even Assembly or Lok Sabha will be there. So it will be changed. Currently for BMC, allow me to do this. And I think, or my sources say, Uddhav Thackeray is desperately trying to convince Congress that for BMC, let me have this alliance.
Rennie Abraham, do you think the Congress party will, let that happen?
Sorry, that was for me?
Yes, Rennie. Rennie Abraham, if you can hear us.
Yeah, Krishna Kumar. Sorry, could you repeat your question, Krishna Kumar?
Right, so essentially it will be Uddhav Thackeray who will be, asking the Congress party for this BMC elections, that it's better that he contest along with his brother.
Absolutely, Krishna Kumar. And
but the question is, will the Congress party be okay with it?
Well, as I understand, Krishna Kumar, there was this strong buzz about a reach out, an outreach from Uddhav Thackeray to Rahul Gandhi, and where it was emphasized that in Mumbai, the Shiv Sena would necessarily have to be given the role of the big brother because, they rule the BMC. The last dispensation, they have 85 elected corporators, although the BJP also was able to elect 83 corporators for their party. This was back in 2017 when the Shiv Sena and the BJP, although in government in Maharashtra, fought against each other for the BMC elections and registered, 85 and 83 corporator seats respectively. So the Shiv Sena therefore will be pushing and I am told they have a tacit understanding with the Congress. Only thing being the MNS, interface that has now aligned with the Shiv Sena, has the Congress somewhere, thinking twice, even thoughts about whether they should contest it alone, separately, as happened in 2017, is being considered by the Congress. So the Congress is not exactly very happy, particularly with this anti-North Indian tirade that has begun. It has, kind of disconcerted the Congress a lot. And, so therefore, we may see more playing out over the next few days, wherein they will crystallize their position vis-a-vis the MNS and the recent incidents of, slap gates that are being reported across, and the latest being the eminent activist being pulled up for drunken driving and misbehavior with a woman. So these things are really something that will prey upon them. And as we realize, the MNS has particularly been on the target, on the targets of North Indian politicians as well. Yesterday we saw even, today there was this from Nishikant Dubey of the BJP, who had himself, threatened the Shiv Sena chief, Uddhav Thackeray, and the MNS chief, of physical violence if they visited Uttar Pradesh. However, as I learned, that subsequently Nishikant Dubey may have been, sensitized, and people in the BJP tell me that it was an spontaneous emotional outburst on his end, which he has been told to tone down. So, everybody is now, the BJP included, everybody's trying to realign and understand the coalition dharma of politics and how they need to be focused for the forthcoming BMC elections.
And the coalition dharma, I'm guessing, Reni, will change post the BMC elections as well, isn't it? Because it can't be the same thing for state assembly elections or, for the matter, the Lok Sabha elections.
Absolutely, Krishna Kumar. It's only focused to the next BMC elections, and after that, all bets may be off. We don't know how it's going to play out because the results of the BMC elections would be again an indicator. Currently, all these parties are assessing their might based on the results of the last state assembly elections in 2024 in Maharashtra. So, where the BJP had decimated everybody. And so BJP is very confident that they'll be able to repeat that performance in Mumbai particularly. And there are also another 28 odd municipal elections pending in Maharashtra. So, BMC being the biggest of them all, is going to be the crucial test of further coalition dynamics in Maharashtra, at least in respect of the various alliance partners and newfound brothers, if I may put it that way.
All right, we will leave it at that. Completely out of time here on that discussion. Reni Abraham, senior journalist, joining us live from Mumbai. Thank you, Reni, for being with us. And Jayant Menkar, political analyst, also with us on the broadcast. Thank you, Jayant, for speaking to News9. And with that, it's a wrap here from my side. Thank you so much for watching. This is Krishna Kumar, signing off.
This is India's #1 news network, and you're watching News9, English news as it should be.
What is to the nines? In literal terms, it's perfection. But to us, it's not just a phrase, it's an attitude. One that starts at your desk and sends a statement to the world. To the nines is about taking charge. It's a way of life where every seam, every fold, is crafted with excellence. It's timeless elegance and uncompromising quality made for the corner office. It's the ideas that inspire redefining order and elevating the tabletop. To the nines, for the leaders of today and the visionaries of tomorrow.
Every brand tells a story. And they are the storytellers, the Sutradhars. They present a brand with band, baja and Bharat to you. They are the Brandwalas.
Light, camera, and action. Kick back, relax, grab your favorite snack because News9 is here with your weekend dose of entertainment. It's time to take a deeper dive into the buzzworthy happenings of the entertainment world. From celebrity gossips to exclusive conversations, from nostalgic moments to News9's pick of the week, don't worry, we've got you covered here. And I hope you've grabbed your popcorn by now because News9's page 3 is here to serve you everything that we call entertainment. So do stay tuned every Saturday and Sunday, 2:30 p.m.
Women in West Bengal should be assured that it is a safe place for them because justice should be done, served cold, quickly, and it should be done in a way that it is transparent. Peace and prosperity cannot coexist with terrorism and proliferation of weapons of mass destruction in the hands of terror group. These visuals are the most defining moment when India's defense minister called out China's bluff. The memories of emergency have again become very, very relevant. There is no excuse. It subverted our constitution.
This is India's #1 news network, and you're watching News9, English news as it should be.
Hello everybody, warm welcome. Thanks for tuning in to your favorite news destination. The top stories we're tracking for you on your screens first. Row over BJP MP Nishikant Dubey's remarks in Maharashtra. Chief Minister of Maharashtra Devendra Fadnavis schools his party colleague, calls his remarks inappropriate. The Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau, the AAIB, has submitted its preliminary report on the Air India 171 crash to the ministry. The two-page report outlines initial probe findings and the possible cause of the Ahmedabad flight crash. Row over Bharat Mata image in Kerala. SFI activists clash with police at Kerala University headquarters as they oppose Governor Rajendra Arlekar and the suspension of Registrar Anil Kumar. The Madras High Court has confirmed the custodial death of security guard Ajit Kumar in Sivagangai district, asks CBI to appoint investigators within a week's time. Permanent women residents of Bihar, native to the state, will get 35% reservation in government jobs. Nitish government tweaks the rule ahead of the upcoming Bihar Assembly elections. The Chinnaswamy Stadium stampede case. Royal Challengers Bengaluru have now moved the Karnataka High Court, challenging the order of the Central Administrative Tribunal, the CAT, blaming RCB for the Bengaluru stampede. A high-speed bike crash caught on camera in Karnataka. The Zomato rider died right there on the spot as the Hayabusa superbike crashed into a Zomato delivery agent at the Banimantap main road. And authorities in Uttar Pradesh demolished mansion of Jalaluddin, also known as Changur Baba, the alleged mastermind of a religious conversion racket in UP's Balrampur. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has hailed him and called him an anti-national. Well, our top focus this news wheel. As violence broke out in Assam's Dhubri district as the state government launched a major eviction drive, and then chaos ensued soon after. Tension has gripped the entire area with reports of resistance, damaged machinery and police intervention. Alleged encroachers vandalized excavators and attempted to attack the police personnel, forcing security personnel to resort to baton charge to disperse the protesting crowd. The eviction drive was launched in 3 revenue villages. This is the Charuva Bakra, the Chirakuta and Santoshpur villages, where over 1,000 families were residing. Officials said that nearly 95% of them had vacated the area voluntarily after Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma and his recent visit. However, a section of people resisted the move. Tensions soon escalated when 2 excavators were attacked with sticks and bricks, causing damage to the machinery and the operators of those machines. Police said no personnel were injured during the clashes and that the situation has since been brought under control. The eviction is part of the state government's plan to clear over 3,000 bighas of land allotted to the Assam Power Distribution Company Limited, the APDCL. The cleared land will be handed over to the Adani Group for a proposed 3,400 megawatt thermal power project in the Chapor revenue circle. An official stated that the families were served prior notices and temporary rehabilitation has been arranged in the Bazar Alga village in the Athani circle. The state has also sanctioned 50,000 rupees compensation per family. Many have already received this compensation amount. And while some residents reportedly hold valid land titles, officials have assured that proper land acquisition and compensation procedures will follow. The Assam government aims to clear over 4,000 bighas of land in Dhubri and Goalpara districts, with the eviction drive expected to impact around 2,500 families. And a demolition drive that's gone awry. People using sticks and stones to beat up not just the operators of those big earth movers, but damaging those machines as well. This is the latest that we're bringing to you from Assam's Dhubri district. Goalpara and Dhubri, these both have come under light for that mega thermal power project that's going to come up there. Compensation has been given to these families for evicting this land and area, but all in all, in these different revenue circles in Goalpara and Dhubri district in Assam, about 2,500 families that are going to be affected because of this said eviction. And according to official reports, 95% of the people have voluntarily vacated their homes in the area. At least 3 to 4 entire villages that have had to pick up their belongings and leave once and for all. 50,000 rupees compensation per family. And the government has assured that land acquisition procedures will follow. Temporary rehabilitation has also been provided. But the ire of the villagers and the villagers in those areas on your screens. The clashes erupted in Dhubri district. Police personnel had to intervene and baton charge, lathi charge the protesting crowd. The land is being cleared for an Adani Power thermal project. Moving on, violence broke out, at this point in time in Assam, but violence has also been seen on the roads in Maharashtra because there's cacophony around the Marathi versus non-Marathi political drama that is unfolding. This is high drama on Mira Road that took place earlier in the day where several workers of Raj Thakre's Maharashtra Nirman Sena, the MNS, they were holding a massive protest over the language row. And the MNS workers took to the streets in response to the recent outrage over the slapgate, including Javed Sheikh's son, Rahil Sheikh, Javed Sheikh, who's already an office bearer with the MNS, where one of their members was caught on camera assaulting a food stall owner for not speaking Marathi. Then you have BJP Member of Parliament Nishikant Dube's controversial statement daring the Thakres that has fueled further outrage amongst MNS party workers. Nishikant Dube had said, why don't you leave Maharashtra, visit one of these other states and you're going to be beaten black and blue as well. Dramatic visuals show police detaining the protesters and bundling them into vans. Authorities said today's march had no permission. Maharashtra's Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis of the BJP party has taken a firm stand over the matter, saying there is no objection to protests being held in Mira Road, but will not allow hoodlums to run amok. Traffic movement has been brought to a standstill in Mira Road. Several M&S workers questioned why traders were allowed to protest against the Slapgate incident, but their counter-protest was prohibited. Many of them reiterated that whoever lives in Maharashtra must learn Marathi and threatened that those who don't will face the consequences.
लोग महाराष्ट्र के लोगों की सेंटिमेंट के साथ हैं। महाराष्ट्र ऐसा जगह है, बॉम्बे कैपिटल है, आर्थिक कैपिटल है हमारे, उसमें सारे लोग हैं, उत्तर भारतीय भी हैं, साउथ का भी लोग हैं, मराठा भी हैं, महाराष्ट्र के लोग हैं, सब लोग हैं। सो देश में के हर कोने में हर प्रदेश के लोग जा सकते हैं, ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं है। सो हमारे आज़ादी के बाद हमारा पॉलिसी यही है। सो उसको पॉलिसी को हम आगे लेके जाएंगे।
And we'll take a look at this. The RG Kaur rerun, the Kasbah Law College gang rape. The BJP's fact-finding committee that visited West Bengal is now addressing the media. Let's dip right in.
के प्रति हम अपनी जिम्मेदारी और उनके प्रति उनका सम्मान, उनकी सुरक्षा, वो हमारी एक चिंता है। इसको देखकर एक 4 सदस्यीय जांच समिति की उन्होंने एक कमेटी बनाई, उसमें मैं था और जैसे संजय जी ने कहा है, विप्लव देव जी आपके सामने हैं, मनन कुमार मिश्रा जी हैं और श्रीमती मीनाक्षी लेखी भी थी। आज वो दिल्ली से बाहर हैं इसलिए यहाँ पर नहीं आ पाई। आज सवेरे हम लोगों ने हमारी जांच कमेटी की जो रिपोर्ट है वो माननीय राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जी को सौंपी है। मैं संक्षेप में इस घटना के बारे में आप लोगों को बताना चाहता हूं और हमारी जांच कमेटी ने वहां पर क्या देखा ये थोड़ा बताना चाह रहा हूं। 25 जून को जो घटना घटी, आप लोगों को मालूम है कि लगभग पिछले वर्ष वहां पर जो कलकत्ता के मेडिकल कॉलेज में इस प्रकार की घटना घटी थी और सारे देश के अंदर एक बहुत ही गुस्से का और चिंता का विषय बना था। और जिस लॉ कॉलेज से एडवोकेट लोग तैयार होते हों, जिस लॉ कॉलेज से जजेस बनाए जाते हों, उस लॉ कॉलेज के अंदर एक लॉ स्टूडेंट के ऊपर सामूहिक दुष्कर्म किया जाए, इससे बड़ी दूसरी दुर्घटना नहीं हो सकती। और वे भी एक ऐसे राज्य में जहां की माननीय मुख्यमंत्री एक महिला हो। हम लोगों ने पश्चिम बंगाल में जाकर के देखा कि महिलाओं के ऊपर अत्याचार और अपराध बढ़ रहे हैं। बहुत सी ऐसी घटनाएं हमारे सामने आई कि पुलिस एफआईआर रजिस्टर नहीं करती। जो लोग एफआईआर देना चाहते हैं, शिकायत करना चाहते हैं, उनकी सुनाई नहीं जाती, उनको भगाया जाता है। और अगर एफआईआर रजिस्टर भी होगी किसी कारण से, उसका ईमानदारी से पुलिस के द्वारा उसका इन्वेस्टिगेशन नहीं होता। और ऐसे बहुत से केसेस ऐसे हैं उसमें न्याय नहीं मिला है। हम लोग जब वहां पर गए और हमें इस बात का विश्वास नहीं था कि हमें घटनास्थल पर जाने दिया जाएगा। जो लड़की जो पीड़िता है उसके परिवार से मिलने दिया जाएगा। इसलिए हम लोगों ने इस बात को पहले से, दिल्ली से जब ये हमारी जांच समिति बनी, मैंने इस बात को बहुत मुखर रूप से कहा था कि हमें उम्मीद है कि ममता दीदी हमको वहां जाने देगी। हम लोग वहां गए। सबसे पहले हमारी कमेटी कलकत्ता के पुलिस कमिश्नर से मिली। वो भी मिलने के लिए पहले तैयार नहीं थे, लेकिन खैर मिले, उनका हम धन्यवाद करते हैं। जो भी बातें उन्होंने बताई कुछ बातें मैं कह सकता हूं कि 45 साल के पुलिस जीवन में एक प्रकार से मैं 34-35 साल पुलिस में रहा हूं, उसके बाद भी पुलिस से संबंध तो आता ही है.
Well, JP Nadda, after receiving this preliminary reports, had said that, referring to earlier cases like Sandesh Kauli and RG Kar, against that culture of impunity continues